So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our Navamsa video of last week. Not this week, Navamsa video of the last week that I just didn't want to film, man. I was just wanted to be lazy, just bum out. So, you know. So anyway, today we're going to be covering Saturn in the 10th house of your Navamsa chart. As in what happens when Saturn is in the 10th house of your D9 Navamsa chart, which is one of the most important charts in Vedic astrology, which kind of represents obviously your married life, the karma through marriage, your bhagya, meaning your luck, your fortune, the strength of your planet, the second half of your life, or pretty much you can even use Navamsa as your regular birth chart. And if you do not know, if you have Saturn in the 10th house, what other planetary placements you have in your birth or anywhere else, all those details, check out the links here. Check out my full astrological report, including my books, consultations, a link to my academy, Maga Vedic Astrology Academy, where I teach you everything about astrology. And I just announced my second course there, which is going to be planets through nakshatras, hopefully coming by February. That's one of the reasons why videos are being delayed, because I'm just working on my book and my lessons. Because I'm working on my book, Nakshatras at the Speed of Light, and then I'm working on these lessons of planets through ascendant. So hopefully things will happen on time. So anyway, let's get started with this placement. So with Saturn in the 10th house, the most important mission of the marriage in your life becomes about duty, commitment, and sacrifice on behalf of your marriage, behalf of your career. Saturn actually shows that you're going to have to work to stabilize the marriage, to carry the load that comes in with responsibility of having a household. Saturn naturally shows that a person is a servant of society. The older you get, the more you want to serve society, whether you work as a volunteer, whether you work at a nonprofit organization, whether you want to go towards politics, you want to go towards, some kind of like a civil service duty. A person really feels like, you know what? I am not feeling comfortable unless I am giving myself in service to people. Like some of these people with this particular Saturn may even after having money, they just want to go and work in a restaurant and serve people. They simply want to serve. And usually such a person will get the hardest boss or authority in their life. Somebody who requires them to deal with policies, rules, and regulations. Somebody who keeps a close eye on them. And especially if you have Saturn with Rahu here, it can have a person be micromanaged. Micromanaged by their authorities, by their co-workers. And the reputation, because 10th house of Navamsa is not necessarily representing career, it represents the reputation of the marriage. It represents your image in society after marriage. And people will kind of see you either as a hard worker, somebody who works hard for their family, or somebody who's a complete rebellious. Somebody who rebels against everything, even rebels against their own spouse. And this all depends on the condition of Saturn. How much more malefic impact Saturn is getting, even though having the natural karkavastha of being a malefic planet. And like I said, whenever Saturn is in the first house, 10th house, a person, they have to work towards marriage. Marriage is not just a smooth sailing. They'll have to work towards it, towards establishing themselves with their spouse. Now, one thing we see here is that a person usually does not enjoy their time in foreign lands. This is a person who may not even have a desire to go to foreign lands as they get older. And especially this person does not like donating money. They resist giving their money away. And what happens is that when they resist, the universe forces them to give money away to some place somehow. So one thing is, do not hesitate in giving donations with Saturn in the 10th house. You must give donations. You must help out some, even if you go to a temple or a church and give them money, you got to give it. Otherwise, it will go away from you. But if you keep giving it, you got to understand, if universe takes it, it's forcefully taking it from you, like a collection agency. If you give it voluntarily, your money incurs interest and it comes back to you with interest. That's the difference. There's a reason why the wealthy always give donations. Always give donations. There's a reason behind it. There's a cosmic secretive reason behind it. Fine, even if they're doing it for selfish reasons to get that interest, but at least they're helping out. Let's say if I'm doing it, I'm for selfish reasons. Fine, so be it. At least somebody's being helped, even though it's for my own selfish reasons. I'm giving donations. Then, this person is always careful with debts. This person hates having debts in their life. And they always tend to defeat the enemy, defeat obstacles in their life, and they become very good workers. They're very good at jobs. They're very good at providing, again, service to people. They don't want to be in commander-in-chief. They want to be in service. Now, can a person be commander-in-chief? Of course. Because you have to see in their chart, do they have combinations to do a business or do they have combinations to do a job? Are they supposed to be a leader somewhere or are they supposed to be a worker somewhere? But even the leader will work like they're the worker in the company. You know how some CEOs, they don't even have their big office. They sit with all the employees. Like let's say if you take Mark Zuckerberg, he doesn't have an office. He sits with everybody on the open floor. This is the kind of person they have. They want to be with that level of, they want to have that equal level with everybody because they simply want to serve. And usually these people tend to find great mentors for their career. After especially 36, you will find a mentor for your career. You'll find a person who will help you and guide you with what you need to do to improve your career. Okay. So guys, this was my analysis of Saturn in the 10th house of your D9 Navamsa chart. If you're new to my channel, subscribe below. And if you don't know where your Saturn is placed, all the other astrological details for that, check out the links here. Otherwise, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.